there are parts of 2019 where I wasn't very honest.
Yeah.
Whether it's in my performances, whether it's in my behavior, whether it's in the way I was with the media. You're not going to expect me to be a freedom fighter in 1942 either. And right after that, you're definitely not going to expect me to be wearing low neck tops and shorts and walking around in Homi Adajania's film. But I'm going to do all of that and hopefully more. I think Homi Adajania should make a film with me and my father. अगर आपकी कहानी सच्ची हो, अगर आपका performance honest हो, तो जनता के दिल और दिमाग को छू जाएगी.
Hi guys, this is Himesh and welcome to Pink Villa. Today we have with us Sara Ali Khan, who is all gearing up for the release of Gaslight. Welcome to Pink Villa, Sara. It's lovely having you here.
Lovely to be here.
Now my first question to you is, what got you? What is that factor from Gaslight that excited you for the film?
The script and the genre. I've never done a thriller before, and I think that it's the kind of genre that if you're not engaged throughout, it's not exciting. But there's not a single page where I wasn't like engrossed and excited. So
Okay.
yeah.
But we all have grown up seeing so many thrillers. What are your pick in this genre, if you have to ask you?
Like Sherlock Holmes. Then even what was that one that came out? Not the one before Death on the Nile. Murder on the Orient Express.
Yes.
I really enjoyed that. I like thrillers in general. Even How to Get Away with Murder, which is like a TV show.
Yeah.
It's interesting, it's engaging.
Okay. But when you read the script of a thriller, do you guess, okay, this could be the... And were you able to guess in this one?
That's you have to watch the film to understand that.
Okay.
I don't know how to answer that question without giving out too much.
Oh, interesting. Okay. And Sara, your character, you play a slightly different character over here. It's a specially abled character, if you have to say it.
Yeah.
What was your prep like for this?
See, there's the obvious answer, which is learning how to use the wheelchair because you have to look convincing on the wheelchair. But then there's also like working on your breath, on your body language, because what's the first thing that'll happen if somebody comes and screams at you? You'll probably run.
Yeah.
That's not an option for her. Right. So how do you deal with it when you can't move or you can't, then you have to really fully internalize what's happening.
Yeah.
Also, more than that, there was also the work of breathing and breath work.
Yeah.
Because there's not actual stimulus that you're reacting to. There's so much imagination.
Yeah.
कि यहाँ से अभी एक आवाज है, यहाँ से कुछ उड़ा.
Yeah.
How do you react to that? By imagination, So cultivating your imagination, being able to breathe, all of that I think was part of the prep.
Okay. But when it comes to script selection, like you said that you read the script, you liked thrillers and you went ahead with the film. So when it comes to script selection, do you follow your gut? Or is it like when someone comes to you with a script, you take someone's advice, okay, should I do it or not?
Advice is important, I think, but अगर अंदर से आवाज ना आए तो ना करो. And I've been on the other side before. I've been unconvinced before.
Okay.
And it's not a good feeling. Because आज की तारीख में especially, we don't know what works. There's no formula. I think that in life, I value my time a lot. I value my work time, my free time. It's not just about that Friday. It's about the Wednesdays and the Mondays that you spend on set.
Yeah.
And if I don't think that I'll have fun and I'll learn and I'll grow, and I don't think it's a story that I'm convinced about, there's no point, I feel.
Okay. Did this learning come to you through the pandemic? Like when...
I think so. I think because maybe even in the pandemic, इतनी घुटन महसूस होती थी और ऐसा लगता था कि बाहर जाके काम करना है. और उस पैंडेमिक के तुरंत बाद मैंने अतरंगी की आनंद जी के साथ, and he really has spoiled me. I've done films after that and I know I blame him for spoiling me because he has given me so much love, so much comfort and such a rich and meaty character that going forward now my benchmark for myself has become higher. And I think that's okay. I'm not going to apologize for that, I think that अगर हम खुद ही चांद के लिए एम नहीं करेंगे तो सितारों में कैसे गिरेंगे. और वो मेरा अपने लिए हमेशा एक विजन है that I want to be able to do the best. And now I'm hungry to do characters where there's a meaty part, where there's more for me to learn, more for me to grow. We're very lucky to do what we do, to be actors and to live the life of people that we wouldn't get to. तो बार-बार सारा निभाने में मजा नहीं है ना.
Yeah, of course. But is there any particular zone that you want to do?
All. I don't want like इस बार interviews के दौरान इतने लोग मुझसे पूछते हैं और इतने लोग कह रहे हैं that oh you in this genre we didn't expect that. अब जब उषा मेहता की बायोपिक रिलीज होगी ए वतन, you're not going to expect me to be a freedom fighter in 1942 either. And right after that, you're definitely not going to expect me to be wearing low neck tops and shorts and walking around in Homi Adajania's film. But I'm going to do all of that and hopefully more.
Yeah.
Because that's the dream.
Basically moving from one extreme to the other.
Not just extremes. It's not even about shocking people. वो भी मेरा thought process नहीं है कि बस extremes करना है. मेरा ये है कि ऐसी कोई चीज नहीं है, ऐसा कोई genre नहीं है जहाँ मुझे नहीं करना काम.
Okay.
I want to do everything.
Interesting. But Sara, as actors, everyone has this thing कि we need to have release at regular intervals. जब वो gap आ जाता है तब everyone, like right from a Salman Khan to Akshay, everyone has said कि वो gap आता है उसमें एक insecurity आ जाती है. When we look at your trajectory, your last theatrical film was Love Aajkal, and since then there are so many people who have been talking कि when will we see Sara in theaters. So how do you view this aspect and how do you balance the thought process कि okay, there is a platform which coexists which is OTT and then there is theater as well. So वो clarity of thoughts कहाँ से आती है?
बड़े पर्दे की याद मुझे रोज आती है. हाँ. लेकिन जब अतरंगी रे हॉटस्टार पे रिलीज हुई और मुझे उसके बाद इतनी अप्रिसिएशन, इतना प्यार महसूस किया मैंने फ्रॉम द मीडिया, फ्रॉम द ऑडियंसेस. आई एक्चुअली रियलाइज्ड, ऑनेस्टली मैं बोल रही हूँ, पहले मुझे भी लगता था दैट यार आई मिस द थिएटर, आई मिस, एंड आई स्टिल डू, इट्स नॉट लाइक आई डोंट. बट आफ्टर द रिसेप्शन ऑफ अतरंगी रे आई रियलाइज कि अगर आपकी कहानी सच्ची हो, अगर आपका परफॉर्मेंस ऑनेस्ट हो, तो जनता के दिल और दिमाग को छू जाएगी. अब ऑफ कोर्स I became an actor for the theatre. I'm waiting and hopefully soon. I would love that. But firstly, this is not my decision. This is the producer's decision. और मैं बहुत अपनी ज़िंदगी में काफ़ी अर्ली सीख चुकी हूँ कि जिस निर्णय में आपका योगदान हो ही नहीं सकता उसके बारे में सोचने से कोई फ़ायदा नहीं है. So I don't think about it. But when it comes to content, I think that if the content is strong, that's what will sell. I don't think the platform that it's received matters as much as the nature of the content.
But in the industry, when you're offered script, is there a clear bifurcation now when scripts are coming your way? Like you're doing Ae Watan Mere Watan, which is sanctioned only as a straight to digital for Amazon. So has that clarity come when films are coming your way?
No, I've never looked at it like that. I've never looked at it like that. Even though I will say that maybe there are certain creative liberties that we've taken with Gaslight, knowing that it's going to be on OTT. I think maybe Pawan sir had a vision wherein he thought that we would be able to maybe go slightly darker, slightly more real, slightly more grungy. Because I think that's the kind of content that is received pretty well on OTT. People are willing to watch thrilling, real stuff. It's not necessarily just like, a spectacle. So I think that ease was definitely there with Gaslight. But as a actor, my thought process, I don't think the medium through which my content is received is the operative way, I think.
Okay. He has made a film like Bhoot Police before.
Phobia, how beautiful was Radhika and Phobia?
Of course.
Outstanding. Phobia, even Bhoot Police I enjoyed.
So, and it featured Saif sir over there. Did the meetings with him happen through that or what was the process like? Because it's the same team actually, Ramesh ji and him.
No, they were this separate. But yeah, it's cool that me and my father get to work with the same producers and directors, and there's such wonderful people also. Like Pawan sir and my father, I think really got along. They have like the same dark humor. And I'm so glad that Ramesh ji and Akshay sir thought that I'd be able to do justice to this part, and I hope that they're right.
Okay. And so, in the last, I think 5 years, you have been here since 5. This is your 5th year in the industry. What has been your biggest learning? And is there anything that you regret to this?
I think my biggest learning has been that ups and downs are part of life. And you have to, my biggest learnings were actually that when you're at your lowest, you have to get up and run your fastest. Because when you are feeling underconfident and then you start playing on the back foot, that's the worst thing.
Okay.
And I don't think there are any regrets, but I think I'm aware that there are parts of 2019 where I wasn't very honest. Whether it's in my performances, whether it's in my behavior, whether it's in the way I was with the media. I was louder than I needed to be. I was more attention seeking. मुझे लगा कि लोगों को मेरा बिंदास मिजाज अच्छा लगता है, तो मैंने इतना ज़्यादा कर दिया कि ओवर होने लगा. What people liked about me was the fact that I was organic, and I lost that. And my biggest regret is letting that go, and I'm getting it back. It's back.
So, but this is personally something that I feel. Would you ever want to do an out and out comedy, because you have a great 100%. Sense of humor?
100%.
Okay, and
For
you are
sure.
looking for something. Okay, you are waiting
I
for
want
that
to do
happen.
every kind of film. So if the right time and the right film comes, I'd be more than happy. But yeah, comedy is something that I think would be great.
Something Coolie number one, or I mean something very big in terms of commercial.
Yeah, a commercial nice comedy
comedy
film would be great.
Okay, and last couple of questions. I interviewed Janvi recently, and I asked her two things in terms of films that she wants to do in terms of star cast, like two of her dream collaborations. And one of the things she told me was she would love to do a a friendship film with you. And another thing she told me was she would love to do a sibling film with him and Arjun. Is there anything like that that you have discussed with her or your father, like a father-daughter
I would
story?
love to work with my father. In fact, now that I'm working on Homi Adajania's set,
Yeah.
I realize how similar Homi sir and my father are as people. And I think creatively, they would be great. I think Homi Adajania should make a film with me and my father. And that would be amazing. Or even Zoya ma'am.
Yeah.
I think like a nice urban fun film with my father would definitely be great.
Correct. And what do you have to say about, could you tell us a small sneak peek about your next films? Like you have Everton and...
There's Everton.
Yeah.
There's a film with Mad Dog directed by Lakshman Uttekar with Vicky Kaushal. There's Metro with Adi and it's directed by Anurag Basu. There is Gaslight, which I'm promoting right now. And there's Murder Mubarak with Homi sir and a huge ensemble cast.
Correct. And there's one more which you can't name.
There is one more which I can't name.
Course.
See, you're sharp. You know it all.
Okay, and last things on Gaslight before we sign off as to what can people expect from the film?
Expect the unexpected. That's what happened with me when I read it.
Interesting. Looking forward to it and wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaste, I'm Sara Ali Khan and you are watching me on Pinkula.